This is the Bergs coming back at you live from the Berg Cave at approximately 11:14 p.m. Pacific Standard Time from the greater Seattle, Washington area where the Wi-Fi is fiving for Mr. 55, Mr. Double Nickels, the Silver Fox of YouTube, the Emperor of BOYT, and the interstellar galactic pimp from the planet Bergatron. So the bottom line is this, folks. I just I called the Godfather, because I was just doing nothing really. Just surfing the web. I go, "What's up?" I go, "What's all that noise?" He goes, "Oh, I just muted myself." I go, "Where you at?" He goes, "I'm on Street Life's panel. You should come up. Elbo's on." I said, "All right, let me go take a look at it." Apparently there's this guy, this black guy who's going up against Elvis. I guess he's from Milwaukee or something. He wants to come up and meet him. Apparently he cocked a gun or something. And Elbo is chipping, folks. He is chipping. He is chipping. And he's yelling so loud, "Elbo, you're about to stroke out." He is so triggered. He can't get off of YouTube. He is so triggered that he doesn't have a show anymore. He's not making any money. And he's about ready to stroke out. And let me just say this to Street Life. Street Life, you can't have these people on your panels, bro. Because someone's going to wind up flagging your channel because this guy is threatening violence. Now, I have said to you, I have made some videos about how I think Street Life runs a good panel because he doesn't mute people, he lets people talk. But that was one thing the other night when it was just me cutting it up with Boris and Elbo and Joni going up against Tasha. But it was all just WWF good fun. It wasn't any real life violence threatening. So you have a situation there. So if I were you, I would end your panel right now. I'm not going to report you, but there's people who might. And I certainly wouldn't leave that up. Because you have a person who's threatening violence upon Elvis, and he is chipping out big time. I mean, we're not talking about 55, we're talking 55 million. And Elbo is yelling so much into his cell phone, I guess, that you cannot, he has blown up the speaker. He is literally blown up. You thought the Bergs had a loud voice? This guy is, and you should not let that continue. You should mute him. You need to learn some etiquette, Street Life, of how to run a panel. Now, I have said I prefer your methods to Mango's, where Mango's is constantly muting people for no reason. But you have a very good reason. You should be muting both of them. First off, you should be booting that black guy who's threatening his life, basically, because I heard him cock a gun. I know what that sounds like. Okay? So right there, your channel could get taken down. Oh yeah. So you should really, if I was you, I'd burn this hangout. I would end the whole thing right now before your channel gets struck. Because you are the new talk of the town. And there's going to be, when you're the new talk of the town, just like I was a few times, there's always going to be people out there wanting to take you down. And you have these and you have Elbo chipping. You gotta mute him. He's right up there, and he needs to back off the mic. Okay, it's completely 100% distorted. So you can't even understand a goddamn word, Elbo is saying. And this black guy is threatening him with his life. You know? You really need to pay attention to what's going on your show, Street Life, because you could get a strike for this. You really could. You need, if I were you, so I'm making a video right now.